Hi guys, Jamie and Thomas and Kingston. And we just wanted to give you guys a quick video message. Normally I wouldn't do a video for you guys looking like this, but I just really feel all of a sudden like it's really important, and I really want to talk about this. Hang on. And so, I feel like all of a sudden there's a lot of you who, maybe you're new and you've been in business less than a month, or, maybe it's even been a few months, like maybe because you haven't signed up any customers yet, or, you don't have anybody interested, or maybe your spouse or, whatever is not being supportive. So you feel like it's not going to work for you. And we want to talk to you about how important it is that you understand that something like this takes time. I hope a lot of you have listened to enough of our conference calls by now to have heard our story, about how in the beginning he wasn't very supportive. He allowed me to do it because I wanted to do it, but he definitely, he wouldn't ever talk about it. He was embarrassed because he was going to school to be a dentist, and, that's what he wanted to do. He thought that this was just, something I may make a little bit of extra money with, but it eventually got to the point where he actually, this was after a few months even, he told me that I should quit because I was putting in way too much work for the amount of money that I was being paid. He told me that I was probably getting paid about 10 cents an hour, I think. So, but it was something that, I don't know if it's because I knew somebody that was making good money in the company. I knew of her. I really didn't know her, and at the time, she didn't care to talk to me ever, even when I would try to reach out to her. But I knew her story, and I knew that she could make a lot of money, so I just decided no matter what, I was going to stick with it. And I never let, anybody change my mind about that. Even him, when he wasn't very encouraging. I think it took me 3 or 4 months to promote to the rank of Ruby. It's something that it's different for everyone, but you have to understand that this isn't a business where you're going to sign up and you're not going to make hundreds of dollars or thousands of dollars in your first month or two. There may be a few people out there that do manage to do that, but that's not the case for most people. And I just feel it is so important that, especially if you're new, if you've only been in less than a month or even a month or two or even 3 or 4, don't be getting discouraged yet. You have to understand that, you have to give it time. Just figure out something different to try. Reach out to your upline. Reach out to Thomas or I. Make sure that you're getting on conference calls. Get involved in the groups. Send other distributors friend requests on Facebook. There's all kinds of things that you can do to just learn from other people. But the most important thing, I think, is to make sure that you're reaching out. If you feel that you're stuck and you don't really know what to do, and you feel like you're not getting anywhere and you're already wanting to quit, definitely let somebody know that first. Reach out to them. Talk to them, see what advice they can give you. I know a lot of you feel like, maybe if you're not in the same state that your upline is, then maybe it's not going to work out for you because you feel like you need somebody that is, right there to show you exactly how it's done. But that's not the case either. There's a lot of things that you can learn from our conference calls, from calling one of us on the phone and talking to us, from our training websites, other YouTube videos about It Works. There's all kinds of things, but it's just, it boils down to if you really want it or not. If you really want to make this work for you, then you're going to find a way. I'm sure Thomas is going to, talk about how, life happens to all of us, but, you just have to decide if it's what you want or not, and you're going to have to just, make the decision to, if somebody upsets you or they're negative and tell you that you're crazy for selling, these crazy wraps, then, it's up to you if you want to quit right then or not. I don't know. Go ahead. I feel like I've been talking forever, but now I'm losing.
5 minutes, yeah, you've been talking. So that's okay.
Okay, well.
But I think that what we want to get at is, we feel a burden too for you guys to make sure this works for you, because we know it works. It just does. And if you put the effort, if if you do the things that need to be done to be successful, it's going to work for you too. And it includes all aspects. You can't just come in and think that you're going to run your It Works off of Facebook and Instagram and social medias alone, or you can message 4 or 5 friends, and if they say no, then this just isn't your thing. There's hundreds of thousands of people that will be in this business as a customer distributor. Actually, I think that there's millions of people, millions, that will come into this company as either a customer or distributor that have not signed up yet, that are not part of It Works, that have not heard of It Works. And the difference is going to be me and you, of whether or not they come in on our team or they come in on someone else's team. Is it going to be you that holds those wrap parties every week at your house, that invites people over, that then invites people that come over and invite other people and creates a snowball effect in your own community? Is it going to be you? Is it going to be you that takes the time to research different ways to reach people, to learn about how to be successful in this business? We came into this business just like you. We knew nothing. We knew nothing. But she was determined to make it work. She was determined to figure it out. And when I came on board too, I didn't know what to do. We didn't know, but what we did know was we're going to keep trying. And if this doesn't work, then we're going to try something else. If that doesn't work, we're going to try something else. Because the fact is, that if other people are having success, if other people are doing it, so can you. Just there's nothing different. We don't have a different product than you guys have. We don't have a different platform to talk from. We all have the same tools in our belts.
Sorry, I have to add something because, with him saying that we have the same tools as all of you, it's so true because, a lot of people say to me nowadays, of course, it's so easy for you to sign up distributors. Come on, you want up here? Because all you have to do is, tell people that, you're a presidential diamond, or that, you and Thomas get to be stay-at-home parents full time, and that's all you guys do. Or, tell people the amount of money you make, and of course they want to sign up with you. But, you may be right to an extent, but at the same time, I started where all of you guys started too.
Mm-hmm.
And
honestly, we used to say that. We used to say, oh, it's going to be so much easier. It's going to be so much easier when we say that we're at this rank or we make that X amount of dollars.
Mm-hmm.
And the fact is that it's no different. Our approach is no different. The only thing that's different about us is who we are as people, what our confident level is in sharing our products and sharing our opportunity. Because, maybe for you, it's not as easy to say that, you're going to be successful doing this because you don't have your own success story yet. And you could say, well, it's easy for you guys to say that, sign up and you do X, Y, and Z. You can do this because we did. But you know what? I feel that even though you may not be where we are yet, you can be far above where we are right now. It's just a matter of time and effort and what you want to spend in this business and learning how you fit in best, because there's different ways to work this business for everybody. There's people that make more money than what we do by doing nothing than having wrap parties, nothing than building this business from one belly at a time, going from belly to belly, and literally just wrapping people along their way. We've been fortunate to really devote our time to social medias and working it that way, and that's just something that we built over time. It was not an overnight success for us to be in this business, and just all of a sudden we had a Facebook page that was 30,000 fans.
Yeah, that's another thing too, that a lot of people think that, I run my business all online. I get to sit behind my computer all the time, and, that's how I get people is from, Facebook, Instagram, or whatever. And you know what? That's somewhat true, but at the same time, once again, I started where all of you started too. I started with a page that had 0 likes. I started with Instagram that had 0 followers. And, it's just up to you if you want to take the time and put in the time to, build that up too. But, You know, like I did start with wrap parties in the beginning, you know, and I'm not gonna lie, I've never been somebody that absolutely loves to do a wrap party. You know, we have some people who are awesome at wrap parties, you know, like Sasha Digner, for example. You know, she can go in there and rock a wrap party. Um, I'm not gonna say I'm awful at doing wrap parties, but I don't really. That's really not my thing, you know. But I knew I had to do it in the beginning, so I got out there and I did it. And you know, I still do them, not as much as I should, but I still do them. But that's something that we're gonna start doing like
every week
this
at our
spring
own
and
home.
summer. We're gonna start doing a wrap party all the time. We're just gonna hang up flyers around the town. We're gonna invite our whole neighborhood. You know, we're gonna tell them to invite their friends, and we're just gonna start having wrap parties all the time at our own house. And you know what? If nobody comes, then
so what? If one person comes,
we don't work that night.
We're gonna focus on that one person,
right? And if one person comes, then hopefully we're getting a new distributor that night. So, you know, I mean, this business is all about what you make it. You know, it's all about your attitude and how you approach people. And I think that that's something too that, you know, a lot of people, they don't understand in the beginning that, you know, there's this quote. I actually have it saved on my phone. I should post it, but it says something about how, you know, people don't buy what you're selling or something. They buy what you believe, or, you know, something like that.
Like they buy who you are.
Right. And it's all, I mean, it's so true because it's, you know, it's all about your attitude. You know, how you, right here it is. People don't buy what you sell. They buy what you believe. And I think that's so true because it's something that I've realized as I've gotten over this last 2 years more confident in myself and in this business and in the products. You know, it is easier for me to sell something now because I do believe in it more, you know. So when you learn about the products and, you know, you research the business and you fully 100% stand behind the products and the business and you're confident about it, and even if you're like me and you're shy and you get nervous, you know, talk in front of people or even sometimes the one-on-one or somebody on the phone, it's all about, you just have to be confident in, you know, what you're doing, and you have to believe in what you are saying and what you're telling them in the products and the opportunity.
Yeah, I think that sometimes we get lost in the fact that, you know, you're running a business and you're not thinking of this as a business, as you know, what you could do for your own livelihood to create not even a good income, but generate wealth for you and your family. And, you know, I used to work at a sales job, and, you know, one thing we had to do was cold call businesses and find out if we could, you know, meet up to offer our products or services. And it wasn't something I liked to do. I did not like doing that. I was the type of person that I could easily sell to you if you came to me first, you know, but that wasn't what really got me and, like, you know, I guess our store to that next level as far as where we were in our sales. Because the fact is, you know, you have to take your time to go to the people and bring them in, and you have to get over that fear because it's such a good way. And if you're new and you've not yet, like, made a hundreds list, if you've not, which is in your eSuite, you can download it and just fill that out and be bold. You're running a business. Go up to these people and let them know, like, I am an independent distributor for It Works Company. I'm trying to introduce a new product line into this community. You know, I really think it fits in well with what you do, or, you know, I came across your name and I just feel that, like, we'd be able to work well together. Like, you don't have to be afraid of what you're selling, of what you're doing, because we have a great opportunity. We have amazing products that work. Is a reason we're called It Works is that we use the best of nature with the best of science. I mean, I studied for a long time biology, chemistry, organic chemistry, physiology, all these things, and everything that we were learning, the stuff that nature does to help with our, you know, health and wellness. Like, our company takes those things and makes and formulates the best products. So you should be confident when you're sharing these things that you're sharing only the best, that you're bringing a true value to the marketplace, that when you sell this opportunity, it is not some fly-by-night thing. You're selling something that can generate income and wealth for not only them, but for their children. That is how you need to see this business. And it's what is going to take you from just getting by, not seeing the fruits of what you're doing, but just sharing, to taking yourself to that next level. Because when you see it this way, like, and it's what it took for me. It took me getting into an event and seeing that this is so much bigger than me and her and a rap. This is about creating a legacy for you and creating a legacy for your family. The fact that we get to stay at home, teach our children, work the way we do, and dream the way we do is only going to pay dividends. Even if they don't choose to be part of It Works, even if they choose to do something else, I know what they're going to choose to do is dream big. And they're going to choose to go after their dreams. They're going to choose to chase down the desires of their heart, because I see that's what we do. And that's what It Works gives us the opportunity to do. So that's what you need to go out and do also.
That's good, babe.
Thanks.
Yeah, something I just want to add to the, he was talking about how he was a manager for Verizon. So, some of you may think, oh, well, they have sales experience in their past or whatever, which, like I've said before, Thomas didn't help me do anything for the longest time. My only previous job I've ever had is working in a nursing home. I was a CNA in a couple different nursing homes, and that's the only job I've ever had. I think he said this in the beginning of this video, is that, we are literally no different than any of you. I'm not proud to admit this, and some of you already know this, but I'm sure some of you who will hopefully watch this video that are new, you don't know this, but, I'm actually a high school dropout. I've never thought of myself as being dumb or anything, but I've just made stupid decisions in my life. I dropped out of high school. It took me a long time to even go to college. Actually, when I started It Works, I was taking online college classes, but I still had absolutely no idea what I wanted to do. I knew a long time ago that there was something that I was meant to do. There's something that I was going to find to do, but I could never figure out what it was. I had no idea what multi-level marketing was, or, I didn't have a clue what a business like this was when I started either. So, it's just something that I just want to reiterate to you guys. Like, we have absolutely no advantage over, any one of you to make it in this business. And we did it. It's all about how bad you want it. And if you decide that you're going to make it work and you're not going to give up.
What do you know, a cat?
Yeah. What do you know? This is my baby.
One thing I want to add too is the only difference in maybe us being successful in somebody else is that when something didn't work for us, we didn't give up. We found and tried something new, something different. I totally shoot on the video by making me wave. I don't know, but that's what I wanted to add in. That's the difference maker. That's going to be the difference maker for you. Is if you're doing something and it's not working, try something different. Do something different. Step outside your comfort zone. I know for me, there's so many things that I want to step out and do in this business that I think can really help and take us to even a different level of success than what we even experience now. But it takes that extra bit of boldness. It takes that extra bit of courage to get over yourself and the fears of what people may think of you, and just doing it. And just do it. Like, if there's something that's been placed in you, if you have this, that keeps you up at night, thinking, I could do this for my business. If I just did this, then I know it. But then when tomorrow comes and fear takes over, anxieties get to you, and you choose not to act upon it, that's another day that goes by that literally your dreams are slipping through your hands because you're not doing what you need to do.
I don't know. Hopefully what we have said makes sense to some of you. Mm-hmm. It's just pretty much just the point that I wanted to make with this video was to not give up too soon. And if you read any, books from network marketing, okay, hang on a sec. If you read any books from network marketing pros, they tell you to give a business your all for 1 year at least. Some of them say even more than a year, I believe. But you have to give it a year if you really want to be able to make like actual good income from this. And there's a lot of people in networks that will be able to do that before a year. But, just like us, I mean, it took me 12 months to actually get a five-figure paycheck.
It's not long. It's not long when you think about it.
No, that's not long for something like that. I mean, a lot of people go to college for years to work at a job where they're not
You may
really...
work at a job for 20 years until you get that promotion where you're making a 6-figure salary. Like, you may work your butt off year after year in a company, kissing who knows butt, just so you can look at and say, one day I might have that management job. I may be that, whatever, senior vice president and still not have the income potential of what you have in this company, and still not have what you could possibly achieve by just putting your hard work into this and focusing on this time. It's, simple as that.
It's so true. A lot of you may even come in the business and think that, because even when we joined, Thomas literally thought that maybe we got in too late. We got in where people couldn't make the amount of money that we make now. And that's not true. That's not true for anybody that even joins in the next few months.
Today that makes more money than us in 2 years.
Yeah, probably. We're only open in I don't even know how many countries.
Yeah, there's still a lot more. There's still billions of people that have the opportunity to have our products, because that's what's going to happen. We will be just expanding globally. And people ask about well, why aren't we here yet? Why aren't we there yet? A lot of that has to do with just pure logistics. Do we even have the capacity to make as many wraps as there's a demand for? The fact that we make as many wraps as we do now and fulfill that demand, it amazes
a lot
me.
of you guys weren't around for the wrap shortage.
It wasn't that long ago when we just doubled our capacity. We were meeting our demand of what wraps were at above a percentage, and so it's very fortunate we're in a time that we can still make this all-natural product with all-natural ingredients that's hand-folded and packaged and delivered to so many people in the amount of time that it is. It truly does amaze me, the fact that we can still open in this many countries and still meet the demand that we do. So keep that in mind. As we increase our capacity, we are growing. We're growing at a rapid pace. And so when there is growth, there will be growing pains. So you have to stick through those times. I remember her freaking out when there was a wrap shortage. She thought business was over because,
Well, I did. I lost customers during that time. There was people that, it was like a month or more they had to wait to, when they placed their order. It was like a month or something before their wraps would even ship. So, of course I lost customers then. I was like, oh my God, this company is a joke. How am I ever going to make this work?
Yeah, because when you're at that stage and every customer is so important to the future of your business, and you feel that way. And if one customer, one distributor slips because of something that's out of your control, you feel it's all lost. And I feel that a lot of people may feel those sort of things when errors happen with processing or whatnot, and you just have to just take it in stride. Know that it works out your back, because if you're not successful, the company itself is not going to be successful. Some
of those things are annoying. I get that. I still get annoyed by some of the things that go on. The other night I had a distributor sign up too who declined her order, but it charged her card. That happens to all of us too. But it's just understand that It Works is always going to try their best to make it right, and that they understand that there's still kinks like that, that happen, and they're working, they're working their best to try to make sure that everything gets worked out too. But if you send a really nice support ticket into suggestions and just suggest that whatever is going on gets fixed, because if it's happened to you, it's happened to a lot of people. So,
sidetracked.
Yeah. Sorry, but I'm just trying to make the point that sometimes annoying things happen, and
don't let that sidetrack you of your future success. Is really the point of what we're trying to say. And things will still happen. As we grow, things will happen. You'll have rude customers. You'll have people that complain about whatever. But don't let that derail you either. Don't let it disgruntle. When I worked in Verizon, I had more people call me a thief, every name in the book coming in at me, trying to throw their phone, telling me I was stealing their money. literally we've been doing this 2 years, and all we get is people like telling us how thankful they are for us introducing this product and opportunity to
Now,
them.
I used.
Oh yeah, I mean, I'm
used
not
to
saying
be
people.
called
Yeah,
on
but
social
from
media.
people
I
that have
used
never tried our products, or I'm
right.
talking like people that were my Verizon customers. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like that I sold the product to that had it. We don't get that with these products. Yes, from time to time, will you get somebody that says, "Oh, I didn't get the best results" or whatnot. But I mean, that just happens when you're dealing with a product that works on the body. You know, the body is so different for so many different people, and the product's going to work different for different people.
And you're still going to find people who tell you that they did 12 wraps and the wraps didn't work for them, or that, those wraps don't work, there's no way. I'm telling you, this company would not still be around to this day if the products did not work.
I wouldn't still be around. I wouldn't do it. You know what I mean? I wouldn't.
I wouldn't either. I'm not an evil person that's going to try to sell something, 2 years later that really does not work.
Yeah, I had a good thing going. I was going to be a dentist, like literally. People are always going to need their teeth drilled. It's just, it will. But I knew this company worked. I knew the product worked. There was integrity behind this company, the leadership behind this company. And that's what I believed in. I believed we had great products. We have a product that wows people. We have a product that people are not just going to want today, but tomorrow and 10 years from now, because it works. It is an all-natural solution and an immediate fix for things that people want and desire. A better-looking body. It's simple. It's just simple. Like, when you sit and think about it, you don't realize what you have your hands on. You don't. And when you do, you're going to give it your all.
It's true. Okay, well, we will wrap up this video because it's actually gone a long time, so I'm sure most of you are not even listening still. But once again, just make sure that you are not giving up too soon. Make sure that you're reaching out and you're doing everything that you possibly can before you decide to quit this company because you think it can't work for you or it doesn't work for anybody or whatever. Just reach out to people, ask for help. Don't feel embarrassed that you have to say that it's just not working for you and you don't know what you're doing wrong. We're both here for you whenever. I know that, other leaders in our group are. Just let somebody know if you need help because we're here to help you. It really can work for anyone. Thanks, Duke, for that. Bye.